Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to the 18th and last session of today. And it is also at the same time the closing session of part 2 of the EMA Sensing Future Days. In this session, we will talk for the first time about the coffee roasting control. In collaboration with its Petroncini brand and a cluster of prestigious partners from the industry and research institutes, EMA has recently launched the AI Learning to Roast project, which is focused on machine learning applied to coffee roasting. A fascinating topic, which we're going to talk about with Luca Giberti, sales manager at EMA Petroncini. Welcome back, Luca.
Thank you very much, Pietro.
So we are very nosy to know about this project and about the benefits in terms of roasting that comes from machine learning when applied to the coffee roasting.
Yes, let me start to say that why did you start this project? And let's say that EMA always look into the future. And think about the 3 to 4% of EMA turnover is invested in R&D every year. So we made a market research about the market needs and trends, and we see there is a lack of skilled personnel. So it's very difficult to find operator that knows the coffee, knows how to operate a machine, and knows how to make a profile. And then a customization of the flavor. Let's say that the coffee is drink worldwide, from the Americas through Europe, Africa, and all the Asia. And is drinked in different type of brewing method, from filter coffee, espresso, Turkish coffee, coffee in capsule, coffee in pods, and every one of these wants to create their own flavor for his market and his type of customer. And of course, this product must be consistent. When we target the profile, that should be consistent and reliable. I always say does not exist a good coffee or a bad coffee. But exists the coffee that your customer used to drink, the taste they usually to drink. So if you change it, they feel it. The only things that they feel it. And also, easy and fast commissioning. What does it mean? That when we have to set it up some recipe from the new customer or new plant, that takes some time. And so we would like to avoid this waste of time. And last but not least, high productivity standards. That means the machine must be able to run 24/7 without any stop. So we collect all this idea and we start to develop a machine learning model applied to the coffee roasting production. And what are the goals? So the goals starting from optimization of our roasting profile control. So that would not need high-skill operator. And reaching target coffee profile, because the machine will come with a database of our 100 years of experience that's collect a lot of different type of roasting for different type of country, for different type of program. And this also, as a consequence, will reduce the time, as I told you before, in startup phase. So we have a palmarès, let's say, of coffee recipe that will allow the customer to start up his production faster. And also, the product must always be constant. This is a prerogative that any type of coffee roaster must have. What will be also new and innovative is that a consumption optimization based on the roasting profile. What does it mean? That for each profile that we're going to roast, the machine will figure it out which is the best way in order to have energy efficiency in terms of gas consumption and electricity consumption. And also the system will have an innovative predictive maintenance. So always for the reason that the customer cannot stop, the machine will tell you when to do the maintenance, when to replace the spare parts in order to don't stop and have downtime on production.
Well, it's pretty cool stuff, I'd say, but let's dig deeper into this. How can machine learning really influence my coffee?
Let me start first to explain you what is roasting coffee. Roasting coffee is the thermal treatment of the coffee beans. And the coffee beans is a natural product from the coffee trees. And this as a natural product is not always the same. Green coffee contains amino acid, sugar, fat, oils, caffeine. And during the roasting, there are chemical changes and physical reaction. And this is a translation on coffee color, coffee flavor, coffee body, coffee aroma, coffee smells. Here there is a small video that shows you what's happening during the roaster. There are two phases, endothermic reaction and exothermic reaction. In the first one, the beans absorb heating. So the heating goes from the surface to the core. And once we reach that, start the exothermic reaction. That means the coffee release heating. So from the core, goes out to the surface. We start this project thinking about, as a starting point, our system of control that we have now. They are very innovative system of control. And let me explain you how does it work. So we have 30 steps of the coffee temperature. And for each steps, we have a delta time. So from one point to the other, the machine has to run in a certain time. So as you see from the graph, we put all the set points. And for each set point, we control the airflow and the speed of the drum. When we finish the profile, the machine will give you a total roasting time, and it will be always the same, no more than 1 second for the same recipe at the same time of coffee, of course. So what is also innovative in the IE is that when we load the coffee into the roasting drum, you know, there is a descension of the temperature, a drop down of the temperature. There is an inversion point that we call when from starting down, going up the coffee. And this one now we just figure it out, so we don't know exactly what happened. But with AE, we'll exactly know machine what the coffee and how the coffee will react on this. As a result, what will be the IE scheme? So we will also have a coffee temperature, a temperature, and from the system will arrive the green coffee parameter. So it means the type of coffee and the weight of the batch size that goes into the coffee. And then all this data will work together in order to give you the airflow, the speed of the drum, the air suction, and the burner power generation. All this together will create your profiles. Then the machine will reliable follows.
Well, the requirements towards coffee nowadays are becoming more and more diversified. So what kind of requirements, or which requirements, are you specifically addressing with this project?
So let me answer you with just a sentence.
Yeah.
That will be a reliable hostess assistant who will solve all the needs of coffee factories. Because as you know, that will solve the problem of the human being, of the knowledge, energy consumption, and also AE learning, we always collect data. So starting from our database and then perfections with the customer product. And will be more and more exactly during the time.
All right. So in other words, next time we enjoy a particularly good cup of coffee, there might be a little bit of artificial intelligence and machine learning behind it.
Of course.
Okay. Well then, Luca, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being the guest of our last session of this edition of the IMA Sensing Future Days. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We have come to the end of part 2 of the IMA Sensing Future Days. We really hope that you enjoyed these days together with us. We tried our best to provide interesting, entertaining, and enjoyable sessions. On behalf of IMA, I would like to thank all involved people, all area managers, all product managers, all sales assistants, engineers, supervisors, the entire production crew, and everyone there behind the scenes who have worked hard to make all of this possible. Because many people at home do not know that all of this was organized in a very short time and under difficult circumstances, giving lockdowns, giving social distancing, and so far and so on.
So life is not so easy.
Exactly. So a big thank you goes to everyone behind the scenes who has worked hard to make this possible. So my name is Pietro. I would like to thank you at home for being and bearing with us, and I would love to see you all at the next IMA event, be it a digital one or a live one. Until then, stay safe. Grazie mille, thank you very much, and arrivederci from Italy.
you.